can guarantee they'll use the doorbell. We can also assemble locksmiths, glaziers, electricians and drainage engineers. Search Direct Line Landlord Emergency. We're on it. Direct Line. Residential properties. Optional add-on up to 1,500 per caller. Extreme weather conditions may extend response time. Underwritten by UK Insurance Limited.
And now follows an important announcement from HealthSpan. Not all supplements are created equal. Well, no, they're not. You see, we think it's important to take care of your health every day. Our multivitamins contain just the right levels of vitamin C and D to help support your immune system and are specially tailored for different life stages. And we deliver them direct to your door, because that's the HealthSpan way. Well, there you go. That didn't take long, did it? We're HealthSpan. That's healthspan.co.uk. Vitamins and supplements direct to your door.
At Filippo Berio Olive Oil, our master blenders never stop until they find the perfect flavor worthy of our founder signature that you will still see on every bottle. Filippo Berio, his signature, our promise. Find us at your supermarket today.
Clive Bull on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
LBC, I'm Clive Bull. I'm asking how comfortable you are. Do you have faith in the government's handling of the current crisis? 0345 6060 973. Juliet in Somerset. Hello, Juliet.
Hello. I think we're on our own. I have zero faith at all. I believe very little of what they say. I don't think they've taken it seriously. They started much too late. And they're not doing much better now. We're all coping on our own in a sense. I don't think they really care, actually. It's very sad, but that's how we feel down
Why do you feel that? Because obviously, the government has done a lot. And I think they might quietly agree that they perhaps started a bit late. But you look at all the things that have been put in place. In fact, the whole nation's practically been at home for 2 months. The furlough schemes and the grants and so on. I mean, that is not nothing.
It is not nothing, but the furloughs haven't all gone through yet. They haven't said how it's going to be paid for. I mean, I think it's very imperfect and incomplete what's going on. We're not told how that elderly pay for it. If they would cancel HS2, we'd all understand. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm paying for it will take forever.
You're in Somerset. What do you feel about the UK-wide approach, or should there be a regional approach? Do you think we should be treated differently?
I have lived in several regions in the British Isles. Every time I've been outside London, I've been in London for many years, but every time I've lived outside, which is quite a lot, I've always felt we've been left out, whether it was in South Yorkshire, where I lived, or Somerset, or Essex. I've lived in all these places, and very few governments have even known we were there.
So you feel it's a bit too London-centric?
Yes, much too.
All right, Juliet, thank you very much. 0345 6060 973. What's your view of this? And let's talk to Lucy Powell now, who joins us, Labour MP for Manchester Central and Shadow Business and Consumer Affairs Minister. Hello, Lucy.
Hi.
We're just talking there about regional differences, and we heard from Andy Burnham earlier on LBC that we need a more regional approach. Would you agree with that?
Well, look, I think what we need to make sure is that there is a real consensus across the country and across the different sectors and with the public about why we're doing what we're doing and when, and that everybody joins in and is part of that consensus. And the government really do need to start leading that process a bit more effectively now. We've seen that Scotland and Wales have already diverged somewhat, and I think it would be a real shame if local authority areas or other parts of the country felt that they'd lost confidence in some of that decision making and that consensus wasn't there in order to do that. But for sure, I mean, once we've got the track and trace really in place, and if there are signs that there's a particular peak or a particular sort of outbreak somewhere, then that local community would want to know about that, and action would need to be taken.
Are you worried about your particular area where there are lots of cases at the moment, probably more than there are in London?
Well, I'm not sure if the number of cases is more here. Of course, London had many more cases than we did here in Manchester. So I don't know about the number of cases, but I do know that the London R number is a lot lower. So the reproduction rate has obviously fallen quite a lot there. It's now below side of the peak now, but we need to make sure that we stay there, and that's why everyone has to have, you know, much greater confidence in what we're doing through what is a very difficult phase now of easing lockdown. It's an incredibly difficult thing to do.
Well, yes. Do you have some sympathy with Boris Johnson's task here? That people say it's too confusing having a slogan like "Stay alert," but it is going to be much more nuanced message, isn't it? That if you're gradually coming out of something, it's not a simple message of stay at home. Not that it ever was that simple, but it's even more complicated now, isn't it?
It is much more complicated, and I think it would be a challenge for any government at any time, and other countries' governments are having challenges with that as well. I think where I would criticise our government, though, is that they did make a bit of a mess of that re-messaging, really, because we had lots of things trailed in newspapers sort of several days earlier that, you know, what people were going to be allowed to do and weren't, and then on the day itself when the Prime Minister made the statement to the country, some of that had to be sort of backpedalled on. So the message was a lot more confused than it needed to be, I think, at that point, albeit that it is a very challenging message to try and land. So it just goes to show how confidence can fall quite quickly if you're not providing the level of sort of clarity and transparency that people want to see. And confidence and consensus are the two key things that we must try and retain now going forward through this easing down phase.
Well, confidence in the government, because that does seem to be going down at the moment. Do you have confidence?
Well, I think, confidence in the government and all what the government represents. So not the government as a sort of political entity necessarily, but, you know, the advice that the government's receiving, those that run all the various sort of sectors and bodies and everything, as well as government ministers and sort of those political judgments which are in there too, which the messaging is, I'm afraid, is part of that. So, you know, having that confidence, I think, is absolutely vital, and the government really do need to sort of double down on reassuring people where reassurance is necessary, and really getting those messages right.
And what about this potentially really positive news from Alex Sharma today about the vaccine?
Well, I think it's, you know, very much to be welcomed. I've been following this incredibly closely. You know, we've got some of the best world-leading scientists and researchers in the world, and the government have really backed the two units that are furthest ahead in the world, really, the Oxford team and the Imperial College team, and the government have announced some extra money to do that today. So, you know, we all want this vaccine to work, and wouldn't it be amazing if Britain was the country that was the first ones to develop the vaccine? And it was good to hear today that because of that British investment in it, British government investment in it, we would be the first to receive it, and they're making 30 million
know the advice is stay home, probably, but not if you've got to go to work. Or you're going shopping, or to the garden centre, or you fancy a trip to the seaside.
Well, listen, I mean, to be responsible, everybody, if you can, should be stopped in one.
But you see what I mean? I mean, if the message is no longer stay home, it's actually different because it's more relaxed. You can't have a message saying stay home when there are so many exceptions. Paul, great to talk to you. Thank you very much. 0345 6060 973. Pauline, hang on, come to you in a moment. I want to just bring in Peter Kellner, who's a pollster who used to run YouGov, who did this polling. Hello, Peter.
Hello, Clive.
Thanks for joining us. So, what do we know from this polling of the public then? I mean, we were just talking there about this Stay Alert campaign, which people don't seem very enthusiastic about. They find it confusing.
No, they're not, Clive. I mean, the last 24 hours have had two separate polls by YouGov for Sky News and by Opinion for The Observer. And they both have quite remarkable figures. They are completely in agreement. And I say this because when you get a sudden change in one poll, you think, hang on, is it real? Or could this be the pollster getting a bit unlucky with a slightly odd sample? But the point is, both YouGov and Opinion both agree that in the last week, support for the government's policies and the rating for the way the government is handling the crisis has fallen really quite sharply. Whereas Johnson's rating is down, Keir Starmer's rating is up. People think the government has gone too far to relax the lockdown. They don't understand the new slogan. All in all, it is pretty grim news for the government.
And is it all about the slogan and the lockdown, or is it also about the handling of the pandemic, these issues like care homes and PPE and so on?
It's more than the slogan. But I'll tell you why, Clive, because again, both YouGov and Opinion, the other two companies have been tracking things weekly or fortnightly ever since the lockdown began. They both agree that support for the government, which was very, very high. When the lockdown first came in, around a margin of 3-1, the public supported what the government was doing. They backed the government. Very, very seldom on a major policy does a government get 3-1 backing. It stayed well above 2-1 through mid-April after Boris Johnson came out of hospital. But since then, figures have been gradually sliding. And the problem for the government, so they've been sliding, so that was before the new policy, before the new slogan. What's new about this week is that slide has accelerated. So it's the acceleration of the slide, which is, I think, down to the new policy and the new slogan. But the government was already in trouble before last weekend. It's in more trouble now.
And the interesting thing is, though, I was looking at some of the detailed questions, and although the government's overall approach is much less supported than it was, individual measures people do support. Especially about social distancing and so on, the rules people seem to be still in favour of.
Yes, the rules where they are restrictive are supported, because there was a very interesting poll a week or so ago done in a number of countries, and they asked in each country which do you think is more important, to protect health or to revive the economy. And of all the countries they surveyed, Britain came out at the most extreme end in saying put health first ahead of the economy. In all the other countries, Europe, America and so on, people still on the whole preferred looking after health to revive the economy, but much more narrowly. In Britain, we do seem to be particularly concerned that we do nothing to risk people's health. And so the fear is that the government is going too far, too fast to relax the restrictions. So the individual restrictions are still heavily supported.
That's interesting. And one I noticed was particularly unpopular was the rule that you can now drive as far as you want to get your exercise. That one was really unpopular with the public.
Yes, that's right. If you ask about relaxing, then people on the whole don't think now is the time to relax. You ask parents, are they happy for their children to go back to school? A lot of parents are very unhappy, are very nervous about it. Are you happy to go on public transport? A lot of people are very, very nervous about going on public transport. There is a lot of fear out there still about the consequences of relaxation.